Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Today we're checking out Transformers Studio Series number 86, Slag. And I know in the box he's called Slug, but he's supposed to be Slag. Has his name, so I'm calling him Slag. So here he is, and before we check him out, we're going to check out his accessories. And first up for Slag's accessory is his gun. And it's a really good looking gun. It looks really nice, nicely detailed, looks amazing. And there is a little bit right there, you can blast a blast effect on. Look at that. So you can do that. And it is solid on both sides, which is nice. If you take a look at Siege's Ultra Magnus gun, it's hollow on one side and solid on the other, while Slag's is solid all around, and that's really nice. The gun is fully painted silver, you can tell because this piece is not painted at all, so it doesn't scratch or anything when it's in the hand, but again, looks really, really nice, nicely detailed and all that. And the second accessory Slag comes with is Daniel Wickwicki, and yeah, I don't like this at all, actually. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's very much like the Wheelie. Well, speaking of Wheelie, I'm going to do the same thing with this that I did with Wheelie. However, my brother actually wants to use this for a custom build thing, so I'll be keeping it around, unlike Wheelie. But as for this thing's abilities, it's got a rotation up here in the arm, like so, and right there it can bend, though they could have gave it easily knee joints. I mean, it would have been nice to give this guy some knees, and the head here isn't painted at all. It's just this white bit, so it looks like a little robot. You see, there's the eyes that are yellow and the little mouth right there, so beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. So it looks like a little mouth there. It is nicely detailed and stuff. It does look nice, but as for much, it can't really do all that much. Yeah, so that's Daniel Witwicky there, and here is Slag. Yep, and he looks amazing. I think this has turned out really good. It definitely is really, really nice. So let's bring in Slag here and take a look at him. Here is his head, and that looks pretty good. Looks really nice. Looks really, really good. Looks really nice and all that. His head does spin, full 360 there. And if you want, you can really push his head down there so he has no neck, or you can pull it up, and he has a neck. So you can do that. He looks pretty good from the chest area all the way down. Nice painted with the gold and the blue and the green and all of that. Let's look at his back right there. Looks pretty good. I think it cleans up pretty nicely. I don't think it's all that bad. And he all around looks really, really good. And of course you can take his gun and just post it right into his hand just like that, so he can start shooting up Decepticons. Now, as for paint, this is a weird choice, is to paint the hands. The hands are fully painted. If you can see there, the hand is painted. You can see inside the hole there. It's not painted. That way the paint doesn't scratch in there or on the gun, so that's nice. But again, I don't know why the hands weren't just cast in a solid plastic color, maybe like the gun. You know, I think that would be nice. It also prevents from paint chipping if it's solid plastic. But, you know, paint is nice. It does look pretty good right here. That's also painted. All the head bit right there on the Triceratops noggin there is also painted. And I think it turned out really good. Right down there is also painted. Oh, look at all the painted details. It looks so good. So very, very nice here. I think Slag in his robot mode has turned out really nicely. As for Slag's articulation here, he does have ratcheted upper arms, so they can spin 360. He's got a nice ratchet, well, not ratchet, but he can swivel, well, go out and in, up at the elbows, and when you do that, it just exposes some really nice detail in there. He's got a pretty good bend there at the elbow. His hands are rotated, so they can spin full 360 right there. He has a waist swivel. Yeah, very tight, but he has it. His legs can do the full splits, and he also has that same way this moves like on Grimlock, so that's pretty sweet. He can kick out like that, which are on ratchets. He's got a ratcheted knee, and he can pivot at the feet. So for articulation, it's all really nice. And for a quick comparison, here we have Slag next to 86 Grimlock with Power of the Prime Swoop and Power of the Prime Slash over there. And we got Earthrise, Optimus Prime, and Siege Ultra Magnus there. You can see how everyone scales here. And yeah, I think that's pretty good scaling. Pretty good. And I can't wait for the 86 Swoop as well. It's going to be pretty good. But there you go for a comparison. And now we move on to Slag's transformation. So here we go. And here we have Slag in his Triceratops mode, and I have to say right off the bat that the transformation isn't the funnest. I would say that Grimlock has a way better transformation than Slag here. It's just not as fun, and it feels like you're fighting it the whole time, getting everything to tab in and things, and these bits here are just on a pin, so they just pop off really easy. They should have been pinned, and they're not pinned, they're just, they just pop right off. Grimlock, however, everything's pinned on him, so you don't have a problem with that. And also you saw that one of these popped off, which does happen during transformation. Sometimes that's happened to me. But yeah, the end result here for Slag's Triceratops mode is pretty good. I do like it. And the weapon storage here for the gun is nice. However, if you don't want the gun there, you don't have to have it. And I think it looks just fine without the gun as well. But I just leave the gun there. 2, I really like how the legs here hide all the way in the robot mode. These just tuck in really nicely and clean up really good. Really good engineering right there. And the detail on the mode looks really nice as well. You got the gold and the red and the big old Triceratops head there with the mouth that opens. That would have been nice if this did become the mouth. That could have easily happened. That would have made this whole section here a lot thinner. Really cleaned up this lower neck here because it really looks like he's maybe has a double chin down there. But yeah, I think the modes turned out pretty nicely. And in this mode, his front limbs do rotate and all of that. His back legs can rotate all around as well. So that's pretty nice. As for the head can just do a little bit uppy and up and open. It does have a little blast port in there, so you can take a blast effect and plug it in there. This one doesn't want to plug in there because it's too thick. I tried to find my other blast effects, but they're all buried somewhere, so I couldn't get to them. But I think it's looked out pretty good. Nice Autobot symbol there. And I do like the horns a little bit. I don't like that it's hollow right there, but besides that, I think it's turned out pretty good. And the one thing I really like about Slag's mode here is that he's got no screw holes on his head, because we bring in Grimlock here, he does have screw holes in his head, but not Slag here, which is nice. And speaking of Grimlock, let's bring in the Dinobots for a comparison. And here we have the Dinobots all together, and Grimlock here looks really good next to Slag. I think Slag fits pretty well. Swoop again, can't wait to get him in the 86 Studio Series line there. But I think everyone here looks pretty good, especially these two together. They look really nice and together. I will say the one thing that is really nice on Slag also is Slag's hands are very clean when they transform, and Grimlock does have that hollow gap right there. But, that's another little thing. And yeah, I think that just looks super nice right there. So, in conclusion, I think Transformers 2 number 86, Slag is a really good Dinobot. It's definitely the best Dinobot for Slag that we've gotten, I think, ever. I think it's amazing. I love to see it in the leader class size. I think it looks amazing. Is it as good as Grimlock? I don't think so. I think the transformation holds Slag back a little bit, but not too much. I think, it's pretty good, but the transformation, it's just not that fun to me. But all in all, I think it's a really awesome figure, and I can't wait for the rest of the Dinobots. And that has been a look at this guy once again. I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then, have a great day, and goodbye, everybody!